WJBF and our partners continue to champion local families through our Children First campaign. Together, we hope to strengthen our community by uplifting children across the CSRA. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First. It's Team Georgia versus South Carolina as the area's best high school football players battle for the battle. Order Bowl 13. Buy tickets at WJBF.com. Time and temperature brought to you by Planet Fitness.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, more issues in the town of Wagner, South Carolina. The town hall is closed. We'll tell you why that happened and where you're supposed to go to pay your bills. Also ahead, preserving historical sites in Aiken. A look at the ongoing study and the process. And why the city of Augusta is pumping the brakes on building a zip line. Your news at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us today. Jenny is off. Coverage you can count on begins in Wagner, South Carolina, where the town really is shut down because they don't have enough people to work there. Some residents say they're worried about how they're going to pay their bills. Graham Lee has more.
Town Hall has been shut down for the past few days after the town clerk resigned last Wednesday. It is a concern for the large elderly population that live here who rely on the town clerk to pay their bills. With no way to pay in person, town leaders are now referring homeowners to pay water bills, electric bills, and traffic tickets online. However, some in the town do not have access to technology. That's why Councilwoman Nia Adams is stepping up to come alongside those who need help navigating the process. She says she's not sure how long the change will last, but work is underway to find a new clerk.
This is a massive inconvenience for our constituents, so I am very apologetic that they're having to go through this, especially during the holiday season. So I would do my best, to be of service to our constituents here, and pretty much everyone knows where to find me.
Town leaders are now taking applications for a new clerk. A new administration is set to take office in January, and they say they are planning to hire someone for that position once they get sworn in. In Wagner, Graham Lee, WJBF, News Channel 6.
And from Wagner to Aiken, where the city is taking a fresh look at its historic neighborhoods. They hired a consulting firm to update the survey and identify buildings that could qualify to be protected in the future. Aiken updating its historic resources survey for the first time since 2010. The work covers the historic overlay, Old Aiken overlay, and Winter Colony districts. A consulting team canvassed that area and documented properties from the street. You should know they did not go into any private yards, but they did get a good grasp of what may be needed in those areas.
Property owners who wanted to do work on their historic homes and were going through the review process for that had to pause that process and go through another separate process to have the official designation status assigned. And this was an inconvenience to those property owners.
Always good to hear from Rebecca Seymour and her sweet, sweet furry friend. More field work and a public meeting are set for early next year. Well, it's a setback for a zip line on Augusta's riverfront. The plan to create an adventure park at the 5th Street pedestrian bridge could be in jeopardy. They need to get permits from the Corps of Engineers and the state. The state, though, is saying zip lining would have an adverse effect on the historical properties of the bridge, and they want the plans changed. The city is appealing this, but they say it will impact having that park ready by spring.
The Historic Preservation Department gets like 30 days to continue to review it, and so certainly that means while it's still in the review process, that keeps us from beginning construction. The good news is it really is a fast build. It only takes 6 months.
Augusta's local Historic Preservation Commission has written the state office in support of the zip line project and asked that it be approved with no changes. Changes coming to us weather-wise, that's for sure. Meteorologist Avery Gray is here and looking forward to a brief break from the frigidness.
That's
frigidity.
right.
Frigidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Brad. Today was a bit on that cooler cooler side with those temperatures barely topping off around 46 degrees. But turning to our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam outside of Augusta Regional Airport, a very beautiful view there. And you can see we just have a light breeze going on. We are a bit cooler than it was this time yesterday, 3 degrees cooler here in Augusta than it was this time yesterday. In fact, so 5 degrees cooler in Thompson. Those temperatures 47 in Augusta, 45 in Aiken, 43 in Saluda. Seeing the 49s as well in Sandersville. So overall, seeing those temperatures in the mid to upper 40s across our viewing area. Winds coming in from the west around 6 miles per hour, a light breeze. That's going to change. We're seeing increasing winds as we head into tomorrow, but for the rest of tonight, those temperatures dwindling down from 43 to 36 by 9 p.m. Definitely going to be a chilly night, just like we're expecting. Back to you, Brad.
Avery, thanks. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office needs your help to find a missing man. He's Alan Zwinklis, and he was last seen November 28th on McDade Farm Road. Deputies say he could be driving a silver Dodge Caravan 2019 with Georgia tag EZR260. If you know where he is, please call one of those numbers on your screen. Grovetown Police reminding you to lock your cars and bring any valuable items inside with you. That's after break-ins over the last couple of days. Officers say thieves are just looking in the window trying to find things left out in plain sight. Also, they love it when the cars are already unlocked for them, so lock them. Don't leave weapons or cash in your car or truck, and keep those valuables out of view. And be sure to call the law if you see anything suspicious. Renovations are cleared for takeoff at Daniel Field. The airport getting nearly $500,000. Georgia Senator Max Burns bringing that good news today. Georgia DOT funding is going to go a long way to update the taxiway, the airport layout plan, and remove any obstructions and just any other renovations they need there. Beautiful Daniel Field. Local Richmond County school leaders meeting today to try to get their legislative priorities in order for next year. This afternoon, members of the BOE and staff met for the annual legislative luncheon, a chance for school leaders to let lawmakers know what they need from the state level.
Our QBE formula asking the state legislators to consider the poverty of a district, because right now currently in the formula poverty is not included, so we help them feed them, clothe them, things of that nature. But if in the QBE funding, if the formula was more updated, it would include funding for poverty areas. A lot of poverty areas actually lose funding because the poverty impact is not counted.
We also heard from the superintendent, Dr. Melinda Cobb. She says she hopes lawmakers focus on funding next session to make sure those resources help our students. A new safety effort is rolling out in schools across Georgia. It's a program funded by opioid settlement dollars, and it's going to put overdose reversal kits in more than 2,300 public schools. Those kits have Narcan and protective gear in them. They also support Wesley's Law. Wesley's Law lets staff use the medication without liability. They started distributing them this fall. They should have everything done by spring.
One of the things we're also committed to as a trust is we're going to monitor the success of these programs. We've contracted with the University of Georgia to come in and be a third-party monitor. So we're going to be working to make sure that we're moving the needle in the right direction.
State health leaders call the program a compassionate use of those opioid settlement dollars to save lives, they say, before a family or school endures the heartbreak of losing a child. The University System of Georgia giving final approval to merge Georgia Southern University and East Georgia State College. The new school, led by President Kyle Marrero, will start New Year's Day and will be called Georgia Southern University East Georgia. They'll have locations in Swainsboro, Statesboro, and Augusta. Leaders say the move will expand access to higher education and strengthen the workforce in southeastern Georgia. The Salvation Army of Augusta needs your help with its Forgotten Angel program. These are mostly older children, and people didn't grab their tags off the angel tree, so please go grab one and buy the gift on the wish list. You'll find the most needed toys, clothing, teen-friendly gifts, and other essential items. Tree locations can be found at salvationarmyaugusta.org, and please get those gifts back to the Kroc Center by the deadline that's listed on the tag. Our Giving Your Best partners are collecting toys for families. You can donate new unwrapped toys now through December 18th here at Television Park or any of our partner locations. 4 local nonprofits are they going to share all those toys and hand them out across the CSRA. WJBF and our parent company Nexstar recognizing the remarkable women in this community. You can go to WJBF.com or any Nexstar website to nominate a remarkable woman. We'll choose a winner from those nominees and our monthly local women to watch winners. And then the top 4 finalists will be featured every Tuesday in March. There is going to be a grand prize winner that's going to get an all-expense-paid trip up to Nashville and the chance to win $25,000 at the National Remarkable Women Celebration. Voting runs through December 19th. The Winter Olympics kicking off in just 2 months. Can't wait. Coming up, Destination Italy, a preview of what to expect.
Let's go! What's up? Happy holidays from News Channel 6.
There's a major change at the top of Augusta University athletics. Ryan Urlacher out as the Jags athletic director. Longtime softball coach Melissa Bricado named yesterday as the school's interim AD. That's after Urlacher resigned. Bricado has been the school's head softball coach since 1998 and was interim AD in 2022. Michael Jordan and his legal team back in the courtroom today. His lawsuit accusing NASCAR of operating a monopoly, saying teams are forced to sign charter agreements in order to race. Jordan co-owns 2311 Racing with Denny Hamlin. NASCAR denies running a monopoly and says those charters provide billions of dollars in value and revenue for teams. The trial is expected to last 2 weeks, but the judge did ask both attorneys to, wait for it, speed things up. The FBI releasing a new photo of former Olympic snowboarder.
That's pretty awesome, but what's even more awesome is the sweet temperatures that we're going to see this weekend. I'll have your Fulton Day forecast coming up after the break.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Roofing done right.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. 40 years ago, we began a journey built on craftsmanship, hard work, and integrity. Then in October 2005, we took a leap of faith and brought our dream showroom to life. Hardwood Floors and More exists because of you, our clients, friends, and community. We are so grateful for the memories behind us and the dreams still ahead. Join us as we celebrate this milestone with specials throughout the showroom. Hardwood Floors and More, so much more in store for you.
Attention viewers, CW6 is now available today on Fubo. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on Fubo. Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Right now, you're taking a look at St. Louis, Missouri. A very beautiful view there. I'm a little unfamiliar at what this building is, but it intrigues me. So I need to go look that up and see what is going on with that, because that's pretty cool. It looks like some cool event might be held there. Maybe it's just a piece of architectural artwork, but we do have a very pretty Christmas tree, a couple of Christmas trees out and about there, and a very nice star. Overall, I just love a good Christmas view. And our temperatures right here across the CSRA, we're seeing 47 in Augusta, 49 up in McCormick County, 45 down in Wrightsville. Overall, seeing those temperatures in the mid to upper 40s across our viewing area. Now we're looking at our satellite and radar, where you can see that high pressure system right there over the CSRA. That's been bringing us much pretty skies. That cloud cover really moving out of our viewing area, bringing us some clear skies for us to enjoy for the remainder of this evening. So here's a look at that futurecast. Again, high pressure system really parked right over our viewing area. That's going to move out of our way, and we're going to see an approaching cold front come through. Now, this cold front not going to bring us any rainfall, but it is going to increase our winds. We're going to see a wind gust on Wednesday, and after that cold front comes through, we'll see a brief cool down in those temperatures. And here's a look at that. We're seeing 60 for Wednesday, going down to 54 on Thursday, and then we're warming up as we head into this weekend. 66 for your forecasted high on Saturday. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited about that. 64 on Sunday with a 10% chance for a few light showers in those morning hours. And then we're dropping from 64 to 49 as another cold front makes its way through Sunday evening into Monday. So a chilly start to next week, but I am thankful about this warm up that we have going on. And tomorrow, those wind gusts in front of that approaching cold front, it's going to be 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. So a bit on that windier, breezier side. 22 on Thursday, 28 on Friday, 20 on Saturday. So a bit, you can expect a couple of breezy days ahead. So even though those temperatures for this weekend going to be nice and enjoyable outside, we're still going to have a breeze. So you might want to bring a light jacket if you have any weekend plans out there. And that does put us in a lake wind advisory for those wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour for all of our counties affected by the lake wind there. So just make sure you're careful if you head out on your boat anytime soon. Now, it is National Christmas Card Day, and we're expecting those temperatures 47 by 5 p.m., really cooling down to 37 by 8. So another chilly night ahead, and because it's National Christmas Card Day, our weather team did put together a Christmas card there, a very beautiful view, a very good-looking crew, if I do say so myself. But we're wishing you a very happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hoping you have snow, haha, snow much fun this holiday season, and a bright new year ahead. So, of course, we're always wishing good holiday wishes to you and your loved ones as you're headed out the door. Cold start to your morning, 30 degrees, warming up to 58 by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Now, our overnight low temperatures are going to be 28 degrees, so that's below freezing and well below average. Highs tomorrow, 60, so quite there near normal. And here is a look at your 10-day forecast. It's going to be sunny and windy on Wednesday, a brief cool down on Thursday, and then a much warmer weekend ahead.
Yeah, that looks nice, Avery.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited.
Me too. Looking forward to it. Coming up, the resurgence of vinyl records has proven to be a lasting trend, and it looks like cassette tapes could be next. That story in a moment.
Years ago, I lost my
0978.
Remember cassette tapes? Well, even if you don't remember them, you've probably seen them lately. They are really making a comeback. A lot of people love the nostalgic feel of listening to a cassette tape or even a vinyl record. Those are big as well these days. And some current artists are releasing their new music on records and tapes. And folks say sometimes they just like a tangible way to listen to music, something you can look at and touch and feel and manipulate compared to all of the digital media that's out there. Cassette tapes, if you have a player in your car or at home, keep it. And that is our report for now. We appreciate you watching. We have more top stories ahead. Sean Cabbage-Stalk is in the building. He'll tell you about South Carolina lawmakers looking at a bill to let alcohol be delivered to your door. A report from the Capitol when News Channel 6 at 4:30 comes your way.
Over 65 years, Raul.
Join us on Saturday, December 13th for the Christmas Light Up Spectacular. Enjoy live entertainment, train rides, a visit from Santa, and more. Plus an incredible fireworks show after the tree lighting. The Christmas Light Up Spectacular.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
National security officials reaching top.
Plus, President Trump turns his focus on having alcohol delivered to your door legal in South Carolina. Your news at 4:30 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stalk.
Today,
Time for a quick check of our weather. Meteorologist Avery Gray joins us now with that. Hey, Avery.
Hey, Sean. It's a beautiful day outside, a bit on that chillier side, though, with those temperatures barely reaching 47 degrees. But looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam across Augusta Marriott, already seeing that sun shadow starting to cast on that building there. Absolutely a beautiful view there, and we're in for a beautiful day tomorrow. But before we get there, temperatures across the last 24 hours, everyone around 3 degrees cooler across the CSRA. And our temperatures are 47 here in Augusta, 44 in Aiken, 48 in Sandersville. So overall, in those mid to upper 40s across the board. Winds right now coming in from that, east direction, 6 miles per hour here in Augusta. We're going to start to see those winds increase as we head into tomorrow. But until we get to tomorrow, our evening is looking good, but it is looking on that chillier side. So if you're headed out anytime between 6 and 9 p.m., make sure you grab a light jacket. I'll have your full 10-day forecast coming up soon. Back to you, Sean.
As always, Avery, thank you. Lawmakers are trying to examine the dangers.
Globe nominations drop, but who are the nominees we're seeing for the first time this award season? We'll give you the list of newcomers and what you should look out for. That's next in entertainment.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand. Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most. Stream it anytime, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
Charleston, Atlanta, Savannah, and even Orlando. These are just a few of the cities that law firms have come from to advertise in the CSRA. When it comes to choosing a lawyer after an accident, local experience matters. Don't you want a law firm that has deep roots here? Well, that's my firm. I'm Austin Jackson. I've been helping accident victims in Augusta, Aiken, and the entire CSRA for over 10 years. And I'm ready to help you right now. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
With Bojangles' 8-piece family meal, you can treat your family to a delicious dinner that's easier on the wallet. 8 pieces of hand-breaded chicken, a range of fixins, scratch-made biscuits, and tea. Order yours tonight. It's bow time.
You can expect windy conditions on Wednesday, so windy Wednesday, but we're warming up as we head into the weekend. Your full 10-day forecast right after this.
Outerwear makes the perfect gift list in men's clothing. Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
And we're continuing.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Well, here's a look now at St. Louis, Missouri, and Steve actually texted me, and he told me all about this very awesome view right there that's called a geodesic dome. It's a part of the botanical gardens there, which makes sense because of how beautiful these trees are and all of their shrubbery work. So I am very impressed with that, but it's a very huge greenhouse with all of those plants inside of there, so a great view there. And then during Christmas time, it lights up at night. So super cool, interesting thing. I hope you learned something today. I definitely did, and it looks cool, and it is cool, and I'm trying to plan my trip to St. Louis, Missouri now. Temperatures across the CSRA, 47 degrees here in Augusta, 44 up in Saluda County. Overall, seeing those mid to upper 40s across our viewing area, 49 towards our western line counties as well. And looking at satellite and radar, we can see that high pressure system really just parked over our viewing area, bringing us no cloud cover. It's really driving that cloud cover out of our area, so that's a great thing. We're enjoying these nice views of the sky for the little bit of time that we have left. So here's your futurecast. High pressure system pushing and moving out of the way. Then we're going to see a cold front approach our viewing area. That's going to increase our winds. So we're going to see a high wind gust on Wednesday afternoon and evening. That cold front coming through, it'll be dry, a dry cold front. So we're not going to see any kind of rain associated with that. And it'll bring us a little bit cooler temperatures on Thursday because we're forecasting 60 degrees on Wednesday, dropping down to 54 on Thursday. We're warming up though as we head into the weekend, so beautiful there. 66 on Saturday. Man, it's going to be wonderful. I'm so excited for these upper 60s. It's been a little too cold for me recently. 64 on Sunday with a 10% chance for rain in those early morning hours, dropping down to 49 on Monday after another cold front comes through later this weekend. So I was talking about those winds, and as that approaching cold front comes, we are going to see a 35-mile-per-hour wind gust on Wednesday. So that's a bit on that stronger side of a breeze. So just make sure that you're aware of that. And we do have that lake wind advisory that's in effect for those wind gusts of up to 35 miles per hour. And here is a look at your 10-day forecast. Absolutely a beautiful view that we have for our weather coming up. We are seeing those 60s return back into the forecast, 66 on Saturday. And so I'm excited about that, but your news will continue after this.
Hey y'all, Bo and Evan here.
Bring Mattress Month of Rooms to Go. How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
About that story we just told you about, the shooting on Kentucky State University campuses. 1 dead and 1 critically hurt, and a suspect is in custody. That's according to officials. That does it for this half hour, but we have so much more coverage you can count on coming up at 5 with Brad Mead, including working to preserve historic buildings in the city of Aiken. A closer look at that study, plus more top stories.
On WJBF News Channel 6, brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Roofing done right. I was hit by a drunk driver.